Welcome back to the top secret window dog test lair. Today we've got our hands on the Simonton Asure window. This is about the cheapest replacement window that Simonton makes, but I actually like it. I like it a little bit more than some of the other ones. So let's take a look. Get ready for fun. Alright, so looking at the Simonton Asure window, what we see right off the bat is it still uses this big honkin' thick sash that all the Simonton windows seem to use, but it's got a much thinner frame. What that does for you is it gives you more glass area. You've got similar ratings to the Simonton 50/50 window, which is priced similarly, but a little bit higher than this one. But with this window, you get more glass space, so it's a less expensive product with more glass area, similar efficiency ratings. Off to a good start. Moving on, you'll see as we open this puppy up, tilts in like all new windows do. On the inside, you've got double weather stripping, just like the other models we've looked at. You've got the interlocking sash where you've got a lip here and a lip here, and when the sashes come together, they seal up. And in the middle, you've got two pieces of weather stripping as well. There's one up here, and there's one right there. And when they shut, they're sealed up pretty well, right there at the middle. You've got some of the same drawbacks that the other Simonton windows have, where when you're kind of tilted in here, you've got this open channel because they elected to be cheap and not put a balance cover on there. It's just the cheap way to do it. It bugs me that companies do it, but they do. You've also, if I mix up my table here, you've also got the one night latch, which lets you open 4 inches, get a breeze, but not let the burglars in. That's great. It would be a lot stronger if it had 2, like we've discussed before. And adding that second one couldn't possibly have cost more than a penny, but they elected not to do it. So, and you've got, other than that, very similar features to the 50/50 that we've looked at already. It looks like an identical sash, but a different frame and more glass area. Taking a look at the outside. On the outside, you'll see the screen track is integrated into the frame, a little bit nicer than the Simonton 5500 window that we've looked at previously. Maybe not quite as nice looking on the outside as the 50/50, but I would bet that's because they have less area to work with. When you have a slimmer frame, you don't have a lot of room for little wiggles and contours, so you gotta deal with what you can. Again, you've got the flat grids in the sample. The contoured grids are available. They do cost $1 extra, so keep an eye out for that if you want it. Make sure it's included on your paperwork. The screen is still the cheap screen that Simonton loves to use on these cheap windows. So when you pull this out, it's a flimsy extruded aluminum frame. This is a total piece of junk. Ask your contractor if he's proposing these windows, if you can get an upgraded screen. If you can, I would. They may not offer it though. You'll have to check and see with your local contractor. But you've got external corner keys that are white and they're plastic. I can bend it, but I can bend it with 2 fingers. I mean, it's a piece of junk. It's flimsy, it's going to bend, it's going to get ruined. Your spline's on the outside, which is going to get dried out and cracked. This is just a total piece of crap. In my mind, this really hurts this product. This is not a bad low-end product. If you're doing something for a rental house or a flip house, maybe you're going to be selling the house next month, what do you care how well the window holds up? You just want it to look pretty. This might fit the bill. If I were buying windows for the house I'm living in, I would certainly not get these. But if you're looking for a cheap option and you understand cheap is what you're going to get, it's not the end of the world. So we'll get rid of that screen because that's a piece of junk, but the rest of it's okay. You've got the weep holes on the bottom, same as the other models, so if you get water in through the frame, it'll drain to the outside. Be aware that's an old design too. Newer windows would have a fully sealed sill, which would never allow water in. So if water can't come in, it doesn't need to drain out, and you have no chance for a leak. They have not done that with this window. You also get single strength glass, standard. If you've been around long enough, you can tell just by banging on it that that's single strength glass. Double strength glass has more of a thud to it and is substantially harder to break. But again, cheap is the goal here, not nice, and they seem to have accomplished it. So all in all, not a horrible thing, but certainly nothing to brag to your friends about. So for more detailed information on replacement windows, check us out at TheWindowDog.com. You'll find hundreds of detailed replacement window reviews. You'll find the most in-depth, detailed replacement window information on the entire interweb. Check us out. If you have any comments or questions or feedback, feel free to post it on the site. We'll take a look at it. We'll probably respond personally, and we'll appreciate your time coming on by. Have fun.